How's it going, guys? Welcome to part 4 of our table build. Today we'll be going over how to paint the yellow lines onto the table and possibly even do an Aquilla. We'll see. Yeah, spray painting's pretty cool. This is where the table starts to get some nice fine details and starts looking really, really awesome. Cool. What we're going to do here is we're going to start with lining out where our yellow lines are going to go. So here in Australia, yellow lines signify do not park. So let's hope no one parks any tanks in this part of the road. So we're going to mask it off. We're going to park the tank there, it gets blown up. That's the rules. Now obviously we're going to want to make all of these around the same width. We want to make it the same width from the edge of the road and also the line itself. You can get away with a little bit of wobble, a little bit of change, because when we get to do the decorating part later on in the series, you'll kind of see how that'll be a bit covered up, but we still want it to look pretty close. Doing road lines isn't super important. Like, if you didn't want to do it, you could probably just skip this entire step. Just one of those things where you get those little fine details that just help make it look a little bit more realistic. I actually like using this green, I think it's called green frog tape. It just makes the lines look a little bit sharper, I find, than just regular white masking tape. There we go, almost there. Last bit. That's it. So now we're going to just mask out the rest of it with paper. Use the cheap, crappy masking tape here because it doesn't actually matter too much. We'll just go around and we'll do all this. Look at that, good fun, eh? Don't know what the hell it is about this table right now, but make me want to go shopping. Anyways, back into it. I'm going to use yellow spray paint here. Find if you brush it on, it looks okay, but the spray paint, you have those little sort of gaps and bits and pieces in between it. It looks a bit more natural. There we go, nice and easy. Sometimes you might need to do a second coat. Let's just check it once you're done. Alright, so now we're peeling it off. Just be gentle. Try not to be rough as guts like me. What you want to try and avoid as well is when you're peeling it off when it's wet like I am. Don't want any of that yellow to touch anything else because it will leave weird yellow marks in random places. Look at that. Now she's looking good. You little ripper. There we go. Do not park on this edge of the road or you will be blown up. Looking pretty nice. Next step, I'm going to do some Imperial Aquillas. Okay, so here we have a Imperial Aquilla. I actually copied this off a Scotia landing pad. What we're going to do is cut around all the bits of PVCE, and we've got a template we can use over and over and over. And that's it. That's our template. Bada boom. Okay, so this isn't actually the best way of doing it, as I've learned, and we'll see very soon. But I think I had the right idea. Get some newspaper around so we don't have it blowing out of places. Yes, that fan is creating some dramas. Yes, the summer months have been rather unkind to us, so at this point in time I have been refusing to video without a fan going, at the least. But, here we go. Spraying it on. Ivory. Okay. Yes, it does look like an Aquilla, but I'm not 100% happy with it. Alright, here goes number 2. Try to hold this one down a bit more so I don't get spray underneath. Still not 100% happy. But here we go. We're going to try and fix what we goofed. What I'm doing here is I'm trying to fill in the lines with some black ink from the contrast range. I want to kind of get it to look a bit more like an Aquilla, but the problem is the black's probably a bit too black for the road. So I'm going to have to come back at a later date and try and get this to kind of flow a bit more. Definitely think it does look better. But yeah, I'm not happy. I'm not happy at all. I do believe I can recover it at a later point. We'll do what we can. Okay, Aquilla number 2. I think if I'd used more of a grey than a black, it probably would have looked a little bit better. But yeah, I've got some ideas of how to bring this back later. So just have to stay tuned for that one. I've got that monstrosity out of my system. I'm going to work on something that I actually am happy with. What we're going to do is take these paths and age them a bit and make them look like they've got a bit of slime, a bit of decay. They're going to look a bit more dirty, a bit more grimy, like they've actually been rainstorms and weather conditions. We're going to start with green. We're going to go around the edges. Kind of what we want to pick here is, so if it has rained and it's pooled up over a lot of time, it's pooled up in areas and washed away, pooled up in areas, washed away, it's going to look a bit like slime. And we're going to do the same on our smaller paths at the end here. We're going to make them look a bit more natural. Got no real reason why I use green before I use any of the browns or anything. Just find that the green tends to look a bit more realistic. Don't be afraid to get some on the sandy bits. I used to always do this before the sand, but it kind of looked weird. So putting a bit of sand on there beforehand and then doing this bit, I find blends it into the two a bit better. Looks a bit more realistic. That's what we're going for here, guys. Realism. Because in 40,000 years from now, and we're fighting battles on a whole other planet. All about how slimy our pathways are. Oh, look at that. Beautiful, slimy pathways. So while that dries, we'll go back over to other ones. It's a Magthrax Earthshade. See how the green's sort of dried off a bit now? And so now we get the browns on there. This is to resemble the dirt that's washed out of places. And also sometimes you get a bit more of a darker mould. So some of this I like to go in different areas, and sometimes I like to go a bit over the green bits. It's good to get a bit of a mixture of all of it. Your lines don't have to be perfect either. If you look at this, it just looks a bit sloppy. Sloppier the better. And look at that, beautiful. Back to our small paths. See the greens dried out a bit now down here. This looks like it's slimy and just gross. Like the kind of thing that if it was a little bit damp and you walked on it, you'd stack it and hurt yourself. Perfect. At the top of the screen you can see the a rectangular shape that's sort of a bit lower. That's where next week's episode is going to be about. We're going to turn that into a drainage system. Going to be fantastic and a ton of fun. That's for this week's video. That's it. Looking great. Starting to look like a pretty nice table.
Hey guys, thanks for watching the episode. Make sure you like and subscribe. And hit that bell notification so you get to see the next episode.